Hello and welcome to the game is almost over and the DLC is not here yet. So I'm exploring places that I would otherwise not bother exploring again. Today, that means Caelid. Last episode I fought Godfrey for like 20 minutes, 15 minutes? No, 20 minutes. It was fun. I barely used the Dark Moon Greatsword because I actually think it probably would have been pretty quick if I used that. But now, my plan is to explore Caelid for 45 minutes. If I feel like it, I might do more after. But for now, just sort of setting a keep exploring for at least that long to try to miss anything. Or to pick up stuff I missed. But before that, last time I checked where I missed the axe talisman. And guess what? It's in Landell. Not Landell. Landell's the capital. It's in Limgrave. Which I barely explored. I was out of Limgrave in only a few hours, I think. Because I just kind of rushed to get out. Because, I mean, Limgrave is great when you first play the game. But it doesn't have... that looks like there's something over there. Oh, that's part of Caelid. I can explore that. I'll even mark it right here. Not quite. I missed the marker by a little, but it's more or less where I want it. But like Limgrave doesn't have fun. Like it has good weapons. It doesn't have all of the Dark Moon Greatsword. Well, actually, no. Yeah, Limgrave doesn't have like stuff on that's equivalent to like the Dark Moon Greatsword. It's mostly fairly mundane weapons. There's probably one or two that I'm not thinking about. Do you really want to fight me? Okay. Thank you, Mr. Bear. These bears are really scary when it's not when you haven't basically beaten the game already. They do a great job of being threatening. I missed that because I haven't explored the Mistgrave. I didn't explore the Mistwoods this playthrough. I haven't seen anything in here. I went to the well. I went to the other downstairs area. Noctella. And that was it. That's all I did. I haven't explored this place at all. There's so much stuff in Limgrave that I haven't explored. And I will come back to do it after Caelid, probably. As like the next thing I explore more thoroughly. It's somewhere in these ruins. Under the ruins, I believe. I should be able to find the axe talisman. Maybe I didn't read correctly. I mostly want to find it to see how it interacts with the Dark Moon Greatsword, because my assumption is the swing itself, the blade making contact will benefit, but the beam probably doesn't. It still might be worth equipping if I don't have anything better. Oh, yeah, right here. Much more threatening if you do this at the intended point in the game. Which is kind of a negative with the open world, like coming back and everything's trivial. It's not the most fun. I could use different weapons, but I don't like fighting those bears anyway. Like this would be pretty good. So this is useful. It says spells and skills. This applies for the Dark Moon Greatsword. I know that for sure. I need to find a test dummy. Who's a good test dummy? I could use it on Godric, see how much it hits him for, but I don't think I can do that easily. Oh, I know. The Dragon Communion right here. There's a guy right by the spawn who walks away, so I have to be quick, but if I have this, if I have the axe talisman and this, so with the beam, wrong button, it aggroed him, that's fine. So he's here. In melee range, 1549. Now I need to take off the axe talisman. So, I need to hit him in melee range again. Except he has a shield. This is a terrible enemy to test on, huh? Because I can't actually test it if he doesn't attack me when I'm doing the swing. $15.11. It does apply. It's like 30 damage, but it does apply to the melee swing, I'm assuming. Because I think my melee swing... The melee... Okay. Rude. Yeah, I mean, that kind of says it all right there. It's not the same test. Like, it hits for significantly less without the beam. I need a better enemy to test on. I need a non-shielded enemy. I mean, there's enemies everywhere. I just want a good... Ooh, actually, this is perfect. Go from here, jump down, hit the ball. Though the ball might be resistant to magic, but that shouldn't matter too much. So I have to go south. I should ride the horse. Getting on the horse is faster than running. It doesn't lose any time. Hope I don't die. Eee, that's a lot of damage. Okay, this guy should be stationary. Can I hit him? Good. 492 on a normal strong attack. With the buff, it is 474. That's not right. Okay. That's useless. Useless data, and the enemies are still aggroed. It's probably not worth using the axe talisman over almost anything else. I guess I can... Okay. These guys, I'm going to assume, take the same damage. So, axe talisman. I mean, the axe talisman will be good on physical weapons still. Like, physical weapons that aren't entirely being used for the beams they shoot. So, that should hopefully have just been the beam. 1422. Yeah, it doesn't apply to the beam, which doesn't surprise me. But given that the beam itself is 1422, it's the primary source of the damage when that is used. So I don't think the axe talisman's worth anything for that. It might be worth using when I'm using other weapons, though. I think that was worth testing to confirm that the axe talisman is utterly worthless, because hitting it in melee range is better, but I don't have that many talisman slots. I want this one. I can swap this one. This one I don't want, but I have it with this weapon now. But like, I want this and this. Those two are basically taken up. This, I could put Radigan Source Seal again. I could put an Intelligence one. That has a little bit of... There's some options here. So I don't know, maybe equipping the Axe Talisman is worth it as like a replacement for the Source Seal. It might be worth it in that context, because the Source Seal makes me take more damage, and I think I have enough vigor that the amount of additional vigor gotten isn't worth it relative to the increased damage taken. That was one-handed. 1418. I think it's supposedly 10%. which is pretty small, but 1560 is pretty good. Like 10% is big, but it's also not that big. 1767. It is kind of nice. 161 damage for the talisman. It's definitely worth it for weapons that are relevant, where the actual hit, the actual attack is the most important part of the damage and not the magic beam that's being shot out. Pretty funny. So see it. That's all the testing. Back to Caelid. So I want to go here, so I'll actually start from here. That was kind of fun. So it does apply to the Darkmoon Greatsword, with the obvious caveat that it only seems to apply to the actual sword impact, and that's not the primary source of the damage when I'm using the weapon. So that might be an outlet, actually. Yes, there's an outlet from up above. So I'll start here. I feel like I've seen that in a previous playthrough. I'm looking at the default auto-generated Windows thumbnails for the previous 2 videos. They're very red. Like, the burning Erd tree makes the sky red, so it all very much looks very red. Kind of wish it didn't make everything red. I should actually hop off, make sure I'm two-handing, not dual wielding. I know that these lead to chests now that I've actually done one of these. Let's see if he leads me to one. This is eating into 45 minutes, way more than it should. So I'll probably end up doing more Caelid than intended, time-wise. Wow, he's slower than a horse that's just jumping. Not even trying to push forwards, just jumping moves forwards. Wow. What a slowpoke. Come on. Oh, there's a stone sword key place. It's good. I should have a fire weapon. Let's hope that I can still find the old man walking. There he is. Perfect. He might be leading me to the stone sword, which would be ideal, because then I can just abandon him. But I think I actually have to wait. Oh, rude. I don't see an old man. Okay, he's still walking. Is he gonna walk to right here and a chest is gonna just appear? No, he is just walking to the stone sword. Okay. So they don't actually generate stuff when they get to the end of their path. They just show you the location of stuff, which is good to know. I do have a lot of stone swords to work through, so this is good. I'm gonna have a lot. Caelid's gonna take way more than 45 minutes before I'm done. Before I feel like I'm done exploring, that's for sure. Oh, is this the one that's a jail? Hence the name. But it also ends with a illusory wall setup. Like, there's a bunch of illusory walls at the end that you go through to get to the boss. This one's memorable, if it is indeed that one. There's a bunch of explodey guys in jail who just sort of combust. Yeah. Now, nothing has actually confirmed this for me. Yep, I remember this. Now, it might not even be the place that the specific place that I'm thinking of and describing, but it is the place that I remember. Because you open this gate later on your way back up, and it's a shortcut. I should use a different weapon. I should upgrade that Scarlet Rot hammer. Leave it naturally Scarlet Rotted, and then work from there. Hello. Oh. It's very different when you one-shot them. Because I'm pretty sure if you don't one-shot them, they start trying to combust. And so you can kill them before they explode, but hitting them basically just serves the purpose of making them explode instead of killing them instantly. It's a very different experience. I could actually do that real quick. To check if I remember correctly. Rude. I feel like I should upgrade this. I don't use... Yeah. I don't use weapons like this ever. And it's slightly different from a spear or a halberd like I used in Dark Souls 1 when I played it. So it's different enough from that I think it's worth doing, and then they chain explode, I think. Oh, this is a drop down with Vulgar Militia. Up. Up. These guys are weak enough that I could use my mediocre Misericord. Where are you? Whoa. Ooh, ha. Gotcha. 2-shot. A plus 18 heavy Misericord. 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 Cord of Misery. Explode, please. I would like it very much if you would explode. Right down here? Nope. Somewhere hidden. No, is it not that it's an illusory wall and that it's hidden behind a bunch of stone that I'm thinking of? Hello. I want to backstab one because this weapon is about it's a critical weapon. 2,000 damage. So critical weapon is nice. Okay, so I have to go up that other path. What is this gonna say? Liar ahead. The preempting. There's somewhere that looks a lot like this. That might even be in this area. Where you break some planks and you fall down to fight the boss. Feels wrong to be two-handing a dagger like this. It just doesn't feel right. So I should find a second dagger to upgrade and use alongside it. Do I still have the axe talisman equipped? Because the axe talisman is not suited for this. Oh, the arsenal charm's not suited for a dagger either. Excuse me. That's pretty funny. Guard counters. Do I not have the sustained hits? I guess I don't. Because I don't think this is... That last hit there is the final hit of a chain attack. Turtleneck meat. I don't think this is that helpful. Ooh. Go for criticals. Anything else? Not really. I guess I could equip... this again. The Sore Seal. Sure. Back to that. I'm gonna take this off. I'd rather keep a shield, so I'm gonna do this. What is probably the best choice? This is int. It at least scales with intelligence. It actually is suited. If I'm gonna use daggers, I should use these. Instead of the Misericord, I should be using this pair. Scorpion Stinger, Scarlet Rot, Quick Step. I should be using these. I should upgrade both of these and just go... Just do that. The wah 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 sound effects were very necessary. Ooh, poison. I bet I actually don't kill them very quickly. That's kind of better than I was expecting. Considering, you know, the numbers. I'm hitting for like 30s. But it still does a lot of damage. I should find the consecutive hits one. Because I think there's a consecutive hits talisman that would be actually good with these daggers. But I don't have it because I guess I missed it in the millions of places that I missed stuff. Hidden path. Ordnance? What? So like... Like, there isn't a hidden path right here, right? But what's the ordnance? Is it saying if you throw a bomb here, it will... Or they're suggesting that if you throw a bomb there, it will let you through? I kind of want to see. I don't think that's what's gonna... I don't think that's what's gonna happen, but I kind of want to see what happens. I assume nothing. But it's always worth trying. Yeah. I don't know what else they could mean by ordnance ahead, though. Hello. Hello. Hi. What was that? Game of the year, everybody. I don't even know if it was game of the year, but that's pretty funny. The, like, super obvious gap is quite comedic. Okay, so yeah, this is back to here. Okay. Hello. Can I kill you fast enough? No. You aren't getting staggered. I can't kill you quick enough. Up, up. Backstab. I guess I can't backstab you? Yeah, I can. Good. I guess it's time for the misericord. Misericord. Backstab. Or not. Just faster to kill him that way, but... Pillory shield. Not really a shield, right? It's just a pillory? Like... A pillory that you use as a shield doesn't make it a shield. It just makes it a pillory. Like... Just because you use it as a shield doesn't mean it's a shield. It's still just a pillory. Like, unless they strapped bands to it explicitly to use it as a shield. It's not a shield. Oh, it's a different type of shield. What? It's a small shield. What is that wooden section? Do they like rip it off of where it was, like by the elbow? That bit there was one at the bottom. They took it off and then pinned it to where it is now. Yeah, it's not. It's just a pillory. I don't think you can call that a shield. Honestly, that seems more like a weapon. Like a Tonfa-esque weapon. I wonder how shields perform as weapons. Like, that looks like it wouldn't be bad. Now. Oh, that guy exploded quickly almost. That guy was ready to explode. Exploder, presumably. Can you backstab with the shield? Hello. I mean, that's not very helpful because they take barely any damage. I mean, that damage isn't bad. Like, that's for a shield, that does decent damage. Like, that's actually remarkable. 40 damage per swing. Now I have, like, a lot of stats total, but that's way better than I would have expected. I guess because it's pure strength. No, it's not good. But, like, it's not as much worse. It's not so much worse compared to all these other unupgraded daggers. It's not so much worse that it would appear to be totally unusable. Like, it's a shield, and it works. Oh, that has a combo with the Uchi-Katana, right? A unique power stance, whatever they want to call it in this game. Yeah, 690 on that critical. Oh, well, actually, that's not a fair example. Because the Mizera card has actually been upgraded. It's like, sure, it does 2,000 almost, 1,500 damage. But it also has actually been upgraded. That gate's open. Are there any other doors that I have not explored? Doors to explore. Okay, that's it, I think. Any boss here will be bad. Yes, right here. Oh, no. Not there. Here? I guess it was that one. Always have to check. I think it's kind of a slightly more... It feels like there was one here. Maybe I'm misremembering. It's weird. Don't run too fast. Gotta land. Yeah, you die if you fell this whole way down. Okay, this is gonna be rough. I don't think I'm gonna be able to kill him with these two weapons. Let's start full health. I can quick step though. Not fast enough. Yeah, I know, it's terrible. I mean, unupgraded weapons in a... Like, sure, this is reasonably early game. It's still Caelid. So it's not actually early game. Rude. 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 I am just repeating myself a lot. I am just trying to brute force this fight as well. Like, that was not a good fight. I actually also think I should consider going for 2, like, normal daggers. This is here. Oh, regalia of something or other that I believe on release was broken. Like, every arcane weapon didn't actually scale with arcane on release. I do remember getting that weapon, being like, oh, I can shift to an arcane build, because it was still pretty early. And I searched real quick because it just seemed kind of bad after using it for a little while, that it just didn't scale. Which, it might not have been that one that I was trying, it could have been another one, but just no scaling because of a bug. I don't know how you have a weapon not scale, but it happened. I barely explored, and I'm going to get sidetracked. It's time to upgrade some daggers. Okay, so I need more runes. I need more +7s, but what do these 2 specific weapons need? Normal smithing, normal smithing. I have to make sure I have a bunch of normal smithing stones. Can I apply Frost Ash of Wars to these? I don't think so, but maybe. Yeah, I can't apply Ash of Wars to the ones that I have. That's weird. It makes sense because they have innate, like, int-based stuff. They're different. So it makes some sense, but it still feels weird. I want to make 2 frost daggers. I'm gonna do this. This hopefully will be enough for what I need. That looks very pretty. So I want a bunch of 7s. It's not going to be enough total, but I need 7s, 8s, 7s and 8s. I guess I'll just buy all those for now, and I'll just buy all those, get more runes, buy a bunch of 8s. That's not nearly enough. How many am I going to get here? Okay, that's going to be enough, hopefully. I did not do nearly as much Caelid exploration as I was planning to today. So far. Because I've gotten sidetracked by my plans to mess around with dagger weapons. This is going to be awful. I don't think these weapons are going to be any good for my build because I'm not dex focused. But if there's enough int scaling, it can work. Because real side stepping. Ooh, okay. If I take a regular dagger? Yeah, probably just 2 regular daggers, which is funnier that way, I think. Like, take a regular dagger, give it give 1 bloodhound, give 1 raptors, and make them both cold. So a cold dagger and a cold dagger. 2 cold daggers could be kind of fun. Frost, but it's probably bad because the frost buildup can't proc again until the frost wears off. The frost buildup, you then do more damage once it's procced, but it's probably better to have bleed if you want a proc-based thing. But I want to strengthen these ones. This one's the more interesting. This one's probably the better of the two because it actually has better strength scaling. But this probably has better int. Whatever. I'm gonna run out of runes. Yep. Just use this one, and the last set. Use the 11, 8, and then I'll stop. This should be enough. Okay. So I got that to 16. I need more 6s. Okay. But let's upgrade this first. 15. So now I need to buy more 6s. I kind of wish the shop was closer. So I didn't have to run across here if I want to buy more. But this is, I think, the best part about having purchasable, infinite purchasable, like, upgrade material. I don't think there's any reason to not have it as long as it's appropriately gated. Like, if I can have 3 plus 10 somber weapons, I should be able to upgrade as many side weapons as I want to plus 9, in my opinion. Like, I'm gonna keep them even. I could just do the math, but they're both plus 8, 24, that's good. I could save it to upgrade the frost daggers, but I don't think those are actually any good. So, these look decent, actually. They don't look awful. Okay, now I'm back up here. Let's start from here now. And explore. Hope that there's a lot more to see. It's weird. More to see has like a pronunciation issue. Because more to see made me think mortis-y, which I don't know a lot about the, I guess, Warhammer fantasy. I don't know a lot about it, but I think there's this thing called Mortis engines because the Total War Warhammer games that I have played. That's gonna be pretty good. And like Mortis engines exist. I don't know anything context about them. Okay, let's see if I can sneak up behind one of these guys and kill them before they have time to react. By just spamming. Because I feel like it's possible, because that damage is good. That worked decently. That's a lot of damage. That's like a very large amount of damage. Considering my dex level. It's mostly coming from the int. Well, except for the fact that the physical is so much higher than the magical. But that's a lot better than I was expecting. Like, it's not meaningfully worse than using any of the weapons that I've been using all game for normal weak enemies that I'm over-leveled for. I guess I kind of want to go down here, huh? Whoop. Hopefully I don't die. Yeah, I think this is looks like the only item here. Wah. I missed. Runar. Kind of nice. I guess I could go kill the arena phantoms. I could summon them and kill them potentially, but I don't really need to. Because the like quest relating to that is not that important. If it's even... I haven't seen... Okay. Maybe the reason I haven't seen Alexander is because his quest... the next step for him is to go to his town. And I'm intentionally avoiding that because I don't want his town to, you know, take a turn for the worse. So I'm intentionally avoiding visiting. I haven't gone here. That's a new place. Also, I don't know if I've seen that. There's a lot of stuff that I'm uncertain about, but I definitely haven't gone down into this ruin and down the staircase. Because I think the ruins would have appeared on my map if I had. Because they are ruin looking. What's this? A stone sword. Nice. What? Oh, it's a bird? I mean, bleed would probably be better than just damage, I think, but the actual damage is pretty good. I'm very happy with that. Again, over-leveled, but considering I expected these to be just bad, a lot better than I was expecting. I genuinely wasn't expecting these to work at all. It's still super short range reach, and it's bad against bosses, probably. Sword of Saint Trina. I assume that gives some sort of buff. It's an int weapon. That's surprising. Enigmatic figure. Some say she was a comely young girl. Others are sure he is a boy. The only certainty is that their appearance was as sudden as their disappearance. Mists. Is this going to somehow be related to the Shadows of the Erdtree? Like, maybe Saint Trina's the reason that they're asleep? That could be fun. I don't think you can get sleep on a weapon other than this, right? There's no sleep application, is there, from an Ash of War? Hello. Any enemies? Any enemies want to pick a fight? I want to put you to sleep. Tell you some bad stories. Boring stories. Numb your mind. Drive you insane. Come on, bird. Come at me, bird. Mists of slumber. They really fell asleep quickly, huh? But I can't crit because I can't. Yeah. That was cool. Wait. Why am I... Does... Why am I glowing? Did using that art give me a buff? No. I don't know. There was something on my bar that went away. Oh, I was within the range of a Stake of Marika, I guess. Maybe? Yeah, it's probably... Yeah, I could summon a phantom if I wanted to. Okay, that makes sense. I just noticed an extra thing on the bar that I don't generally pay attention to. Though the increased item find is kind of noteworthy. Bird, I'm actually here to fight you. Whoops. So how many hits will it take to slumber a 3 hits? That seems pretty good. Big crit? Yeah. I mean, this just seems kind of good. Now, these might be like the easiest creatures to put to sleep in the world. And like, I bet these guys can't fall asleep. Oh no, 3 hits. Cool. Okay, I got greedy trying to cast the mist spell. I still got the weapon buff? That doesn't last very long. Kind of cool though. I mean, it's useless against a group of enemies because you hit one that you're not trying to hit. Oh, White Shadow's Lure. These are humanoid. Nifty. It does something. And the reason I put it on that weapon was the idea of put a lure there, they turn to face it, critical them, but these guys are hard to crit. It's probably worthless, but it's neat. Having a good time. It's fun to mess around. Yeah, it's a lot of damage. With the key balancing factor being your range is absolute garbage. Excuse me. Sorry. Okay. What I wanted to see was the square that I think should be straight ahead. Yeah, whatever. Go away. You're just birds. I can put you to sleep. I need to get that. I fell. You want to fight me? Fall asleep. It's a pretty good critical, like. Very good. Okay. Go right here. Whoop. I almost missed that, I think. Please? Worthless. At this stage of the game. I'm actually having a good time. It's fun to mess around with new weapons that I never use. I wanted to check the square here. That's what I wanted to look at. Oh. It's a fort that I guess I didn't enter previously. Huh. There's a little camp here that I have... No, I've already seen this, right? Yeah, because I already have that marked. Because the Gale Tunnel is where you get the Moonlight Great Sword. Or Moonveil is what it's called. Not a great sword. It's a katana. But yeah, I think next time I'm going to continue exploring this area. Just, I'm half expecting to die there. There's a lot of stuff that I've missed. And honestly, going through it again with totally different weapons is kind of fun. Now, the weapons are over-leveled and over-geared and overpowered because of it, but it's interesting, I think, to try this out. Like, crystal knife and the sickle. It's fun. I hate these. These ones are by far the most annoying. Where is it now? Okay, it's over here. Oh, that missed. And then it's doing some sort of loop. It's over here. I need to get a different weapon to use. Is it going to come through here? I missed because I'm bad. Okay. I want to get this before I stop. And the ultimate cheat is Ghost Flame Ignition. Or just hit it. But, though, yes, Flame of the Red Mains. That's the one that, like, scales off of physical stats. Despite being a fire blast, I believe. Which is probably pretty good to get. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Not at all what I meant to do there. So I'll wrap it up here. And then I won't go back to anything. I'll continue exploring Caelid next time. With these daggers. Let's get this off my bar. Get all this off my bar. Yeah, I'll explore all this next time. It'll be fun. I've probably seen it all before, or most of it before. But, that's what I just said. I probably haven't seen all of it. I've probably seen a lot of it, but I'm hoping to see new stuff. I'm just going here real quick because I want to try to plunging attack the fire guy. Oh, I missed. Yeah, I hate that. That, like, tip of you can plunging attack is basically worthless. Ooh, cool. Pretty good hit. Okay. That was a bit of a sidetrack. Yeah, I'll stop here. So, have a nice day. Bye-bye.